We're gonna talk about friendship. Friendship, that whole thing. I've been looking at myself and how I operate in friendships. And I came to the conclusion a while ago that I have high standards when it comes to friendships and how I think or feel my friends should act in the friendship. I have this thing where, and I'm working on it, where I used to feel like people should, or my friends should, treat me the way I treat them, or respond or do things that I would do for them. And I can't do that. One, it does nothing but stress me out and have me falsely irritated or falsely feeling a certain kind of way, because I can't expect people to react or say or do things that I would do or say in certain situations, because they're not me. Just like I'm not them. I can't expect you to say what I would say in a situation or do something that I would do in a situation, because you are not me. We are different people and we're different for a reason. And I really had to think about that when I think about friendships and how I show up in my friendships. Am I the type of friend to my friends that I would want them to be to me? Do I show up for them the way I would want them to show up for me? And I had to be honest with myself, because of course everybody wants to think that they're like, the best friend. But when you really sit down and you're honest with yourself, there are areas that we all can work on. And I realize that there are areas that I need to work on in regards to how I, one, show up for my friends. Not that I don't show up, but I know I can do better. I can do better. I can communicate better in my friendships. Communicate, what I may need in certain moments, or if I'm in a certain space in life, what I may need in that space, or what I'm not able to do, capable, just communicating overall more effectively and clearly better. I'm not a bad communicator, but I know that I can allow my feelings to hinder my communication. And for me, that is a flaw. You have to really do a self-analysis of who you are to the people in your circle and how you're treating the people in your circle. Your circle is the community that you chose, the family that you chose. So you have to choose to be better for your circle. And that's something that I am currently doing. Again, not to say that I am a bad friend, but there are areas that I can work on. How you check your feelings in certain situations. Like, I know I can be defensive, so that's definitely something that I'm working on, being defensive in situations where really I have no reason to be defensive. But of course that stems from past situations and traumas that I have realized and understood, and I am working on self. We have to do that. We have to work on ourselves and not expect other people or your friends to just deal with how you are. Because ultimately, if you are not right with yourself and you're not doing the work on yourself, it's going to affect your friendships. And in turn, you will end up tarnishing those friendships. So you really it's a consistent work that you have to do on yourself, because you and them are always in a different season. We're going through different seasons. We're always changing, we're always growing. So we have to learn how to adapt as we grow. And that's in any relationship, any friendship. You have to learn how to grow. As they grow, things are going to change. As you grow, things are going to change. And you have to, if it's a friendship that you truly care about, you have to learn how to adapt and make the necessary changes. Or if it's a friendship that you feel is not growing or no fruit is coming from it, then you have to analyze and decide whether or not that's a friendship that you want to continue. You gotta have discernment when it comes to dealing with people and who you allow to be close to you. Yeah. Always take an inventory of your friendships, the friends that you have that you talk to the most. Are you all helping each other grow? Are you hindering each other? Are you growing in different directions? Are you growing together? And sometimes you gotta have tough conversations. But ultimately, those conversations will lead to growth on both ends. So it's not something you should be afraid of, but it is something that you need to do occasionally. You need to check in and see if there are areas that need work in your friendships, just to see where each other is. So ask yourself this: when's the last time you've done an inventory in your friendships? Or do you already know that some relationships or friendships need to end? You gotta make those tough decisions, because they could be hindering your future blessings. Your decisions today will affect your tomorrow.